Welcome to Sisaket, a small city in northeastern Thailand. And if you're following me for the very first time, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England and I travel as much as I can around Southeast Asia. And I arrived in the hotel where I am standing right now about 10 minutes ago. Now, I left the last place this morning, Surin. I travelled by train, which took about 2 hours and came to the grand price of 20 baht. Really cheap. Now, some days when I'm travelling, travel days, they go so smoothly. Some days really badly. Some days, yeah. And today was one of them days. So when I booked this hotel last night, and this is the view from the balcony, it said in its little blurb that it was within the city centre, and because of the cost I went, let's go for it. Unfortunately, when I got to the train station, got off and got into Google Maps, expecting a 5-10 minute walk, it was a 40-minute walk to get here. That's not within the city centre, it's only small. So I started walking, stopped halfway, had a coffee, I was sweating. And then I got as far as the river, which is not too far away from here, to the bridge to find out the bridge was closed due to it being broken. And the detour was a 2k walk to the next bridge, and I just went, let's get a grab taxi. So I ordered a grab taxi, waited for about 10 minutes, it turned up and drove me here. And as I arrived, the heavens opened, which was so lucky for me, and it just poured down for about 10 minutes. Now it's just stopped. There is blue skies coming through. So I am tempted to get another grab taxi to go back into town via the unbroken bridge. But why am I staying in this hotel? Online, for a room with only a fan is £4 a night. That is so cheap. But if you want to be extravagant, if you want to be posh, you can have a room for £6 with aircon. Guess which one I went for? Aircon. So this is the room itself. My bags are still down there, unpacked. It's got a TV. I've not even turned anything on apart from the lights. It's got a double bed. I've run out of water already. Basic toilet. There's a shower. Yeah, there's a shower. Just checking. And there's the balcony, which is a private balcony just for me. So £6 a night for the aircon. Why not? And I've already put it on because it is a bit warm. Keep the store shut. So it is still a little bit damp out there. The rain is just trickling down, even though the blue skies are up there. So I'm going to wait for about half an hour and then head into town to see what is there. I'm only staying for one night because I've got somewhere better to go, even though this could be a good place. So I'll see you downtown. It's now been dry for about half an hour, no rain coming down, so I've decided, right, I'm going into town. So I've just been to reception. One of the reasons I just went, I'll stay here, because on Google Maps it said there was a restaurant. So I thought, if there's a restaurant here, yeah, for one night, let's stay. But reception just told me there is no restaurant at all. There is a 7-Eleven by a garage, about a 10-minute walk away. So I'm basically stuck in the middle of nowhere. Now I've just booked a Grab taxi which is coming from the centre of the city, the town. It's going to be about 5 minutes and then we're going to head into town, see what there is. It's only one night. So I'm in the centre. Behind me is the train station where I arrived a few hours ago, and this is the city centre. So it's like any other train station you get in one of these smaller cities, towns. It's very basic. Now while I was waiting for the Grab taxi to turn up, the bike, and it cost me 40 baht to get here, and I don't know if these guys know how to use a roundabout or not. No indication. So all the touristy stuff, and there seems to be plenty of it, is over that way, about 15-minute walk. So it's all widespread around here. So my plan was to go to somewhere new tomorrow, just stay here for one night. But because I've got to come back here anyway to go to the train station to go to further east, I am tempted to have a look around here, get back to the hotel, to 7-Eleven, get my hot food, which they do sell in these shops, go to where I want to go tomorrow, mainly because it is the weekend coming up and I'm taking a day off. Right. I'm going to chill, relax and do nothing at a cheap resort, and then I'm going to come back here for one night to a hotel round here, and the prices are all around the £10 mark, which makes sense that instead of paying for taxis coming back here, going back, coming back again, I might as well just stay somewhere central. So what do I know about this place? Oh, it's a nice little statue in the centre. So it's a city that's got a population of about 40,000. And the main industries around here is rice, tobacco, garlic and shallots. Now the town itself is named after this woman here. She is a princess and she is Lady, now I'm going to find this hard to say, Srisraphom. She's a princess who bathed at a sacred pond and gave the name to here. So Sisaket, which translates as glorious pond top. There you go. And as usual, you've got the offerings. Someone's left a McDonald's bag up there, I think. She must be hungry. So there is no tourism here, apart from, I guess, Thai people who come around from the northern end of the country around here. So that way is a big pond lake with an aquarium and a big tower with a viewing deck to see over the city. So that's what I want to look at when I come back in 2 days' time after my little rest. Now basically I'm just wandering around because there's no tourism. It's just a normal Thai town. I mean, already since I've been here, I've had a lot of people give me a bit of a stare. Why is there a European here? I've had a couple of people come up to me to try and speak English, just to test their English out. Especially at the coffee shop where I went earlier. 2 people in front of me just trying to chat away. Where are you from? My name is. Bless them. But yeah, I'm going to go further down. In fact, I might get the map out for a change. So I'm on the high street, and I've been told that if I head this way on the map, there is a bridge that is actually working, and a public park, and little things to see. So why did I come here? There is something unusual on the way that I saw online. So it is a beer bottle temple, a temple built out of beer bottles, and I was like, I want to see that. Now it's in a place called Khun Han, and to get there I had to get a train to this place, and then it's a bus of an hour and a half to get to Khun Han. And because I'm taking things easier, I just thought, well, why not just stay here a night? There might be things to see. The hotel might be nice. Yeah, that's why I've come here. But now I've seen what else is around, then I will come back after Khun Han and spend a night. Oh. There's lots of coffee shops. Another thing I've noticed about this place is a lot of laundrettes as well. Right, we're nearly at the public park and the bridge. Right, I assume that's the bridge there. We've just come past a temple. Might as well have a little look at. Now, if you are watching me for the very first time, you're thinking, well, you're not very organised. Trust me, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I do like to travel somewhere, and because I've already researched the last place, I don't do any research until I actually get on to a train going somewhere, or I get here, and then I do research. And this is the public park with the river down there and the bridge over there, known as the White Bridge, because I think it's white. That's pretty. So this place is also known as the City of Lamduan Flowers, and I am guessing that this is one of them flowers. It's the national flower of Cambodia, not just of this province. Learning new stuff every single day. So this looks quite modern. I like. Little seating area. And then there's some steps leading down to the river just there. I know, leads to a car park. But there is the White Bridge, and it is white. I mean, this is a quite nice area. Oh my God, he's wearing a Newcastle United top. I was going to film him, but he didn't want to. But he's got a Newcastle United top on, but he supports Chelsea for some strange reason. But his basic English was, "What is your name?" So I tried a little chat. But yeah, a couple of statues. I mean, the river ain't the best. It's clean, as in there's no rubbish in there. But the water itself. But yeah, these statues. There's a couple of them down there as well. Kids playing on whatever. So I'm just following this path here. I've looked on the map. Didn't really lead anywhere. But just a nice area. Just thought I'd take a look. And as you walk down, when you look at the lampposts, even that's got the flowers of the city on. I think I'm coming to the end. I do like that. Don't know if it's meant to be a shaded area, because you wouldn't get much shade under there. But it's pretty. I mean, they're not lampshades, they're just... Oh, they are lampshades, they've got lights in. Oh, cool. And then some steps down to the water. I guess people will go down and do some fishing. Yeah, it's quite nice around here. I might just take a little sit down here, taking the view of the river. Why not? Right, I've come away from down the promenade, White Bridge behind me, and I've just heard the loudest thunder I've heard for a long time, which means, and I've just checked the weather, there is more thunderstorms coming in the next probably half hour, lasting for a couple of hours. So I'm going to go back. It's just been a short walk around, just to see what there is. Obviously, as I said, everything's over that away, and that's where I'll be back in 3 days' time. So this has been a shorter video, but tomorrow's going to be better. I'm off to see a temple made out of beer bottles. So if you've enjoyed this little confusion of me going around going, I'm not happy, then all you gotta do is press that like button. If you want to see my travel day by bus tomorrow, then all you gotta do is press subscribe. But until tomorrow, until the next time, bye bye for now.